Hello people and welcome to another Planetside 2 video. I hope you're all doing good. My name is MattiAce and this is actually the continuation of the gameplay from my 3 latest uploads. So I started flying after a while and even my flying session was so long that I have to cut this into 2 different videos. So on the infantry videos we were on this very hill between Xenotech Labs and Crossroads Watchtower, but we were unable to hold our ground as the NC population is quite a lot higher than ours. So now the NC were able to capture Crossroads Watchtower and we are trying to stop them from advancing down to Torridge Tech Plant. So the base between Torridge and Crossroads is called the Broken Arch Road, and that's where this gameplay is going to take place. The Gunfarm was able to set up his Sunderer very close to A, which gives us a very good defending position. There is always people spawning in there, so that if the NC are trying to actually capture the point, we will always have people nearby. But I am very concerned that they will start dropping explosives down from the ridge here, so I'm trying to pick them off and keep their attention for as long as possible, and that's basically what this video is going to be about. It's going to be me flying down below this ridge, resupplying at Gunny Sunderer, trying to keep the Sunderer alive, and trying to just make sure that none of the NC players is actually able to drop down mines or fly down as light assaults with the C4 and destroy the Sundy. So now having a ammo Sunderer at a good location, whether or not it's deployed doesn't matter, but this can really be a big game changer, because it allows especially ESFs but also tanks to maintain in combat for a greater period of time. Like ESFs will normally always have to go back and resupply, but with an ammo Sunderer that time will be minimized. But from time to time you are still going to have to escape from the battle just to stay alive. I'm going down. I'm alive! I'm alive! So when it comes to air to ground, which is what this video will be mostly focused on, a lot of people have started to actually use the Rotary or the default gun to pick off infantry, much like you see me doing here. And it's not really that hard to do, but it is quite risky to do, because you have to actually stay and hover for like a second or two, and that can be very dangerous. Now, you will have a much higher damage output towards infantry while using the Rotary. You will kill them faster. And I started doing this mainly right after launch, where I didn't have the Rocketpods, being that I'm a free-to-play player and I had to get my 1000 certs before I could actually buy the Rocketpods. So mainly with the sight, it was the easiest for me, and it still is. But also with the Mosquito, I had not that much problem picking off infantry with the main gun. But again, this is something that is easy to do when you're outside of combat. But if you're flying around in the Bermuda Triangle, so to speak, of Indar, which is Crossroads, Crown, and TI alloys, I used to call it the Bermuda Triangle because of all the shit that happens there. You need to be more careful about stuff like this, because hovering is something you want to stay away from. Oh, you do not revive that f***ing... Yeah, that's right. I just killed a Max, and then the medic runs up to it. It's like, no, no, no. I say no, no, no. So lately I've been mainly focusing on my infantry gameplay, focusing on the links. But what happens to me when I don't fly that much is that it's mainly my leading and my dogfighting that takes a turn for the worst. And normally when I'm chasing down a reaver that's already smoking and it's flying in a straight line like this, I'm just picking it off quickly. But yeah, like you see here, I am a little bit rusty. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna let it slip away. So a little bit of a, I don't know, dogfight, not really, but yeah, still air to air.
Okay, he said.
So, back to the combat. And by now the NC players have discovered the Sundy and they're trying to take it out. It's starting to take damage, and I'm gonna have to fly a little bit more risky in order to keep it alive. So like right above the Sunderer, there is a tiny little ridge that is just a couple of meters high, where some of the NC players actually land right before they get to the bottom of the ravine, which is what you see here. I didn't pay attention to it before, and I was a little bit out of position, and I was unable to pick off this player. Had to make another turn, and there he goes. Now, most likely when there are players in that position, they are light assault. They use the jetpack to stay alive while jumping down the cliff. But if they have a spawn beacon up on top of the ridge, they can actually get down there with any other class as well. And this means that it could be a heavy assault with a rocket launcher. So what I'm doing here, I'm resupplying, staying in combat, giving some well-earned points to my teammate. But I'm also flying very risky, very risky. This is something that will get you killed in many situations. And it's very important to kite back and forward as much as possible. I mainly use the increased vertical thrust from the hover stability, which I have on my ESFs. But in most situations that's not even enough, and you can just make a quick peek up on top of the ridge like what I'm doing here. I find one or two targets, I pick up one guy, and then I escape head over heels without even having the time to unload the full clip of the rocket pods. So here you will see the difference on when I use the Rotary for infantry and when I use the rockets. This is a typical situation where I go for the Rotary. There was no one firing back at me. Now I switch to the rockets because I'm gonna take flak here and I have to stay in motion not to be shot down. So I hope these tips are a little bit helpful to some of you guys who wanna try to fly risky from time to time. But remember, this is very risky and you are most likely going to be shot down from time to time if you do this on a regular basis. There was very little air-to-air in this gameplay, but here's one of the situations where I'm trying to save a Liberator. It's taking fire from, at this point, 2 Reavers. I'm able to pick off one of them. I don't know where the other one went, but it was too late and our Liberator went down, unfortunately. So now the big advantages of flying kind of low like I'm doing here, mostly staying below the top of the ridges. What this allows you to do is to stay away from flak most of the time and also stay away from most of the lock-ons. But the drawback is that you get very little scouting information and it's very difficult to find prioritized targets, as normally I try to go for the most important targets in every combat situation. Now normally these targets are Sunderers, ESFs, tanks and anti-air maxes. But in this case I can't find targets like that, so I just go for a big group of people and spam rockets as much as I can. And the fact is that in this situation it is infantry players that are the great threat, especially to our Sunderer. And when it comes to whatever enemy Sunderer they have to spawn in at, I was unable to find it, cause this would probably force me to fly too far into the enemy territory and I would most likely just be shot down by these anti-air maxes here. But by utilizing the environment here, it's very easy to stay away from anti-air maxes most of the time. Of course, when you're attacking them, it's another story, but... So we don't really know why the NC were unable to take out our Sunderer. One light assault with C4 would have done the trick, I think, and also dropping down mines from the ridge as an engineer would probably do it. Maybe it's impossible to reach the Sunderer with mines from the ridge, but yeah, we were able to save it for quite a long time, or way over an hour, I think, and it was quite a fun gameplay. I'm gonna have to cut it in half, so this is the end of the first part. I hope you enjoyed it, and please stay tuned for the next video, so bye for now. I'm shooting them, because some of them are actually trying to get to your Sunday, and
That's so stupid. But it's okay. Oh. There is a Sunday now at, what's it called? Oh, shit, I don't say. Towage.
Alright. Yeah, I can't do too many of these flybys now. Want some ammo points?
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, they're shooting me with small arms. Oh, behind you, behind you.
What? Ah, I'm at Towage.
You're a Taurus. Oh, you don't even care about you. Nice. Yeah, you just have your Sunday at the best position, getting all these points.
Yeah, I defended the most important base.
I killed something, but I don't know who. How? Maybe somebody landed on my Mossy and I killed him.
Can you spell that Sunday on Torch?
Yeah.
It's really making me nervous to say.
Yeah, where is it?
It's on the